This working it's a love working. It's a bit different from what I usually do. So I've got 3 seals in front of me. I've got one for King Paimon. The other one is for Lord Rosier, and I have one for Sitri. The Goetia spirits, and then I have Lord Rosier. I'm sure you already know the spirits and their offices, but I can give it a quick rundown. Rosier is not there's not a lot of information on Rosier, but he to me is similar to Salos, very good for love work and reconciliation. Paimon is good for influencing the thoughts of others. Uh, Dantalion would be similar, but to me, Paimon is a bit more forceful. So that's why I chose King Paimon. And then we have Sitri. He's for the lust aspect. So I always refer to this book. This is Stephanie Conley's Goetia. I probably don't really. I've read these, so many times in my videos, so I can sort of give it a quick rundown. Just 1 second. I'm nearly there. Okay, so Paimon, King Paimon, his color is yellow. So I have a yellow candle here. Incense, frankincense. So I've got some frankincense going. Metal gold, planet sun, element water. His N is linen. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing this correctly. So linen, Tasa, Jedan, Paimon. His original purpose, so this goes back to the Olgar Mars. He teaches all arts and sciences and occult. He can be invoked to bind others, to be observed towards the west and with offerings. The author of this book notes, seek Paimon to understand alchemy, seek Paimon for creative pursuits or to design a plan of action. Paimon can also help in emotional understanding. So that is the reason why I picked Paimon. So, yeah. And Sitri, okay. Sitri, original purpose. Sitri is a lust demon and causes men and women to be passionate and get naked around one another. The author's notes, invoke Sitri for seduction rituals, and then it says in brackets, become incubi or succubi. Invoke Sitri during sex magic to boost the energy raised. Sitri can also be called up when you seek to infuse any creative project with passion. I saw Sitri as a feminine and fire. Actually, I feel Sitri as a male. Well, that's where I disagree there. Although a lot of these spirits do, I mean, Dantalion, for instance. Dantalion, to me, is like a combination. It's very strange. So, anyway, getting back to this, I make these little lovers candles. I haven't put any color in them yet. They're just the natural beeswax. So what I'm going to do is probably put a bit of color through those, but that is just representing being together. And I thought I would just use some of these candles because they've been sitting around for a long time. So that's little dolls bound together. And I'm offering these candles. I should really have, this is like a dark pink, even though it looks pale pink on the, I'm just looking at the camera. It looks actually very pale. This actually looks white. This is yellow, and this is like a dark, almost a red color. Strange. But that's for Sitri. That's for Paimon. And Ronivo, not Ronivo, what am I talking about? Rosier is this one. So I'm offering one candle to each spirit, and I burn these candles down most likely over a period of 3 days whilst I state. Now, on the back of each little sigil, I have put, my petition and what I want each spirit to do. And at the end, what I'm going to do is gather up all this wax, and I'm going to put it into like a little honey jar for the client. But this is really what I've got. So, like I said before, this spell targets different aspects of our relationship. So we've got Rosier, who's working towards bringing reconciliation. We've got Sitri, who is, working towards the sexual side, the lust element. And we've got Paimon to control the target's thoughts and to bring him back. So that's what I call like a tiered spell, or a layered spell, if you like. So it's just a matter of lighting these up and I'll start with Citri's, and I'll move, excuse the glare, I'll just tilt this around a bit. Okay, and then now, whoa, that popped. Oh, that's a good start. So I will report back to the client once these candles have burnt down, and you know, just pop this to the side. Once the candles have burnt down, and then I can tell her how I think things are going. You know, we've got good strong flames. That's a good sign. I know it's just the start, but like I said, it's a good, you know, it's a good beginning. So I have some cards to read. I should probably say to you, this video, I'm not urging people to actually do this working. This is just me showing the client what I did for her. I'll refer back to this book for anyone that is interested. Let me see. I use a scrying mirror when I call spirits, and I take a ritual bath prior to calling on them. I do simplify things to my own, you know, liking. Where am I? I just want to read. So basically, this is quite similar to what I do. So I would chant the N of the spirit. So let's say it's Belal. I would say, I think his N is Lyric Tasa Vifa Belal. I invoke and conjure you, Belal, or you know, King Belal, whatever you want to say, Lord Belal. I seek you in the name of, and then you would put whoever your highest deity may be. If it says Satan, so I seek you in the name of Satan. I open this triangle onto you so that you may communicate with me. I open this triangle onto you so that you may hear my requests and help me to fulfill and manifest my will. I ask that you answer all questions with truth and clarity and grant me your wisdom without delay. If you choose to show yourself in form and shape, I ask that it be pleasing as not to invoke fear. And then you say the N again. Lyric Tasa Vifa Belal, let's say. Come forth. Okay? So then you move on if, you know, you're not getting a feel for it at that point or nothing's happening. You move on to the second conjuration. I invoke and conjure you, say Lord Belial, and ask that you appear and show yourself visibly to me within the triangle in a fair and comely shape without any deformity, for I seek your guidance, wisdom, and power. So those are the conjurations. There's many ways you can call on them. You know, as many people just freestyle it, you know. So I do refer to that book quite a bit. And if you're into, you know, if you're starting out with these things, I do advise you to do a banishing as well. You could do the banishing ritual of the pentagram. I'll put that up on the channel, so I will for anyone who's interested in that. But let's get back here because I don't want this video to run into 15 minutes. Okay, because it takes a long time to upload these videos. It's absolutely crazy. So the key card here. So we're looking at what's going on with him and you, so to speak. So I've got the key card, which is the fish. Money card, job card. So I think that's what's, you know, that is the issue at the minute. Something to do with money. And over here I have the book and the snake. Something, it's a secret, or it's to, you know, something that needs to come out into the open with regards to a snake, which is obviously someone who's very sly, very devious. So something that needs to be said about this person. I have the woman over here and the ring. Card of commitment, the ring, and the woman. That could be you. That could be reflecting on you wanting to settle down, be committed. You know, that could be what I'm saying there. I don't feel that he's going to commit himself to any other woman at the minute. I don't think that's what it is. I think that's more of a reflection of how you're feeling and what you want. I could pull a few oracle cards for you just whilst I'm here. I'm going to have to shuffle these and I'll come back to you. Okay, so first card is the water fairy. That's a card of feelings and emotions. So these little oracle cards, they do get straight to the point. You know, the serpent, that's actually knowledge and healing. The Grail Knights, romance, seeking the sacred. The Lady of the Lake, absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. And we've got communication, which is a good card. So if I run all this together, you're very emotional. But you need to heal, I think is what it's saying. You need to heal. You have a lot of knowledge, and I think you have a lot of knowledge and interest in the occult. So use that knowledge and heal with it, so that you're in a better place when you do get back together again. Romance and seeking the sacred. Yeah, that's exactly how you want things to be. And then we've got the Lady of the Lake. I think that's describing you. Courage, self-respect, a responsible person, very truthful. And then we've just got that little card of communication. So all in all, I think this guy is, there's something to do with money, and there's something needs to be said about someone. There's something in the background about another person. I'm of the impression this is a female. But I think there's something that you don't know about yet, or you'll know about soon, to do with this female in particular. I think it's someone you probably know. Actually, we can look at the pendulum. And I'll ask the pendulum. Is this someone that you know? I'll steady it up a second. Is it someone that you know? Is it someone that you know? Yeah, it's someone you know. I'll just check if it's female. Is the person female? Is the person a female? No, it's not a female. I don't think it's a female. No, it's unusual. So I'll leave that with you, because that's unusual. You can tell me about his male friends. There just seems to be something that's bothering him. It could be something maybe possibly to do with work or something along those lines. I have another video for you, and I can add on a little short reading onto that, and I can take a look at that actually, and we can see. But yeah, as for now, I'll leave it with you, and you can come back to me, and I'll add that little reading onto your video, and we can see how things go. If any of you have any questions, it's thehouseofmagick@gmail.com, or just drop whatever you have to say in the comment section, and bid you good night.